Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Life is tough here in the oppressed country of China, where people just have no freedom and they can't do anything. And was that my beer? Just a second here. It's just past China Day. There's an 8-day holiday, Mid-Autumn Festival, which is an 8-day, did I say 8-day holiday? Guys, you don't get that in the West. So we've been at a couple of barbecues already. This is our third one. It's tough here that we have to be, as I say, oppressed so poorly here in China that Buddy's got a 10 million RMB house, and we've got like 5 different families here. And what do? We barbecue, we drink beer, we've got some wine, there is some whiskey and some baijiu in the house, and this is what we do all day long. It's October the 6th, and it's about 26 degrees outside. And it's starting to feel cold because we're used to 30, 35 degrees with a humidity up to 40 degrees. So some people are actually wearing long sleeve shirts. When I drove my bike over here across town, I actually wore a long sleeve shirt because I was cold. But this is what we're going to be doing all day today. I'm going to be taking a little bit of pictures here. We've got the kids, we've got the adults, we've got people that I've never met before. It should be interesting. So we'll wait and we'll see what goes on, and I'll be reporting to you from, as I say, this oppressed Chinese country where nobody can do anything because the government has their thumb on our throat. And oh, just a second, I gotta go. My beer is just about empty, and I gotta go get another one. And I need another beef skewer. And another one of the really good things about coming to a barbecue in China is they actually really know how to make a good barbecue. This is a beef skewer, and it's got chili pepper on it and kumis powder. It's not as good as Highlands, mind you, but it is pretty good. And this is what we do all day long. We eat stuff like this, chicken wings, barbecued veggies. Did I mention the beer? I don't have one in my hand right now because I got a camera in one hand and food in the other. And yes, in the other hand I have two. So you gotta bear with me. One of the benefits of living in Nanning, as we know, we've been here for so long, like 17 years, we know people from basically all walks of life. We went to Highlands Rooftop Barbecue. They're not that rich. They have a nice building, but it's a long story, I won't get into it. But then you get a Xiao Ping, where he lives in probably one of the better communities in all of Nanning. It's a high class area. If you're not supposed to be here on the premises in this community, it's a gated community, you're not here. They've got $1 million houses, they've got people driving Porsches, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things that because we're lucky, we have friends like this where we get invited to barbecues, and we get invited on trips to different parts of China, or out to the rural area where people rent areas and they build fish ponds, and we go fishing and all of these different things. So if you're here long enough in China, you actually get to experience the real China, not just the superficial China that people come to see and know on their 3-week vacations. What we see is what real life here is, and that's one of the things that I notice about a lot of vlogging people that have been in China for a year, 2 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years. They never really got into the real world of China. They never really got into the family lives, the friends, the people that actually live here in China, how they live and what they do, and the friendships are really strong here. We've been lucky that way because we've cultivated friendships over the years. It's made a big difference in our life now living in China, and that's what helps us thrive here. Not too many people get that. Not too many people spend the time and the energy to have friends like we do. And not all of our friends are rich. Some of our friends are poor farmers. What are you going to do? But we get the same enjoyment out of hanging out with them on a farm in Bobai or in Yulin as we do sitting in a place like this where you've got some pretty nice shacks. You think, oh, those aren't nice shacks for China. Yes, they are. Where everybody lives in apartment buildings, living in a house is an anomaly. It's not one of those regular things that you see every day. So when people say, you're only saying that because you have to say that, because the government of China will come and get you if you don't. Well, no, that's bullshit. Or when I say, well, China's good and this and that and the other thing, and people say, how much are they paying you? My regular response is Google LLP pays me, and they pay me for advertising. And the more you watch my videos and the more you comment, the more I make from it is basically what it is. Do I get paid from the Chinese Communist Party? Absolutely not. I wish you guys send me a check, man. I'm doing a good job here. But you see, because I know China better than most people, I'm not just going to say I know China better than everybody, because I'm sure there's people out there that know China way better than me. But I know my China better than anybody. My China is my life here in Nanning. That I guess before I started putting out videos, Nanning was not even on the map. Now, a lot of people out there, you people, know what Nanning is about and where it is actually on the map. But mostly, it's the experiences that I've had, the people I've met, the friends that I've got here in China, family members, and we don't just sit in the city. We go all over the place, and not just in Guangxi Autonomous Region, but all over China. And we've got friends in Chongqing, we've got friends in Beijing. I've done immigration work for people out of Xi'an, where the families there actually like us, and so we can pretty well go anywhere we want in China because we've made friends here. And that's what gives me the best experience of China than that I could think about with all of the people that I know. And why do I say that is because when I'm in China, I'm around friends. I feel safe. I feel like this is probably one of the best places I've ever lived, and I come across the best people that I've ever come across here in China. They're non-violent. They're loving. They're happy. They're content with their world, and you don't see that so much in the West. And I see it because I've been in the West. I see it in China because I've been in China. But what makes it better here? Just the atmosphere, the kindness, the weather, the cost of living, the friendships, and that's what I'm experiencing today at Xiao Ping and Ling's place with Hai Lin and Wei Fong and all of the other people. That wasn't really a car, you know that, right? Like that's like a little box on wheels. But, and it's a big but. One of the things that you have to understand is they have the steaks here just like they do in the West. But, big one is they cut them too thin. And they don't cook them fast enough. They don't use a seasoned salt on it. And they don't look for the marble in the meat. which sort of sucks because like I'm a rib steak fanatic, 1.5 inch thick. People that have watched my stuff have seen the barbecues that I do in Canada, and although they try, they don't quite duplicate it here in China. With the skewers, it's great. With trying to do the steaks, they don't sear them on one side. They keep turning them over and over and over again, and it's like, don't do that. And they don't understand, so they just ignore me. And I'm thinking, where's the seasoned salt, seasoned pepper, guys? Then they say, well, yeah, but we have chili pepper and kumis powder, and I guess that's okay. It all depends on your taste, but if they let me at that barbecue with those steaks that they've got on there right now, I could do so much better. I'm telling you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try the first little nugget of these little rib steaks that they've got here, and tell you if it's good. It's got chili powders and kumis powder on it, and we'll. Actually, that's pretty damn good. How? Very good. Tender, juicy, not overdone. Got a little bit of fat in it. It's a wonder why I'm not fat, because like I drink all the beer in the world, although it is Chinese beer, and I go to barbecues every couple of days. Did I tell you I love my life? I really do love my life. This is, I'm a very lucky man. And another one of the reasons why friendships last so long is because people actually cherish the friendships here in China, I think more than the West. People take friends for granted in the West. They're not as into community as much in the West where they are here. These friends that we're with right now is Ling is one of Wei Feng's oldest friends. They grew up, look at these girls back here. They grew up together on the streets of Nanning. Trouble times 2, yes. And this is what they do for fun. They take pictures of themselves. I know that's what I gotta put up with. But back to the main theme of this this video is the people in China oppressed in only the Western people's minds. In their own minds, this has got to be one of the freest countries in the world, one of the richest countries in the world, one of the best countries in the world to live. Are there poor people? Yes, there are. Are there rich people? For sure. Is there a big difference between the rich and the poor? Yes, there is, just like in any other country. But I see just as many smiles on the faces of the poor people as I do on the faces of the rich people, maybe even more. I see that the rhetoric that's thrown around in the West about how people in China are taken advantage of, how they can't say what they want, how they're suppressed, oppressed, and the totalitarian government here in China puts them in their place. Well, it's just not that way, guys. I'm living proof of that because I've been here for 17 years. I've never had a problem with the government. I eat, I drink, I play. I say basically whatever I want. I've done so throughout my life. Anybody that has known me in my past life and my present life knows the type of person I am. And it's just not like that here. What it is it's fun, it's barbecues, it's friends, it's hard work for a lot of people. It's the same as anywhere else in the world. You work, you get a paycheck, you pay your bills, you take care of your children, you have extracurricular activities, you have friends, you go out, you do things, you know, it's no different. You got to put gas in your car, you got to put insurance on your car, you got to pay your rent or mortgage or whatever it is. It's that. It's you know. So to say that you've got an oppressive government, where look behind me, like this is perfect. Look at this building behind me. Half built, or maybe not even half built yet. The cement is in place, but there's a lot more to it. Things like this don't happen on a regular basis in the West, where this is just normal here. Oppressed people are making that high rise. Oh, and somebody's making millions of dollars off it. Oppressed people living in a house like this. You know what I mean? I don't think so. And if oppression was a thing in China, would I be allowed as a foreigner to be in a community like this? You know, all of the signs of oppression just aren't here in China. It's one of those things that's a Western ideology thing where China is being oppressed. That's your politics. That's your I don't want to get run over, so I got to go to the side of the road. That's your politics. That's your mainstream media telling you that. But they're lying to you guys. It's not true. The real life here is, and listen in the background. I'm going to go over here, and you can listen in the background. Listen. Those are those birds that don't exist. You know what I mean? That just tells you something right there. That there are people out there that will tell you anything that you want against China, just so long as it's against China. Like there's no birds, they're oppressed, they're suppressed. You can't do this, you can't do that. And I'm telling you right now, that is a bird, and they're talking bullshit to you. And that, my friends, is another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Boy, I got this one down to just about the word, eh? And never forget to put a couple bucks on the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Poor rural Chinese children, they just need a helping hand. We can help them. Help me help them. Thanks for watching. Bye now. So, and the boys here aren't scared of coronavirus at all, right, guys? Because we're drinking Corona beer. We don't care. That's an American thing now. It's not a Chinese thing. Corona good, guys? 好 ，Yeah， 好不好？好。